Hello, this is Brian Resney, President of Resney Wealth Management, bringing you an important update about the economy and the investment markets. Well, the Fed officially cut rates a quarter point. More rates are expected to come this year, probably 2 more quarter points reduction before end of the year. And they're slated to probably be another 0.5%, 2 more quarters after the beginning of 2026. What does that mean for the economy? Is the economy actually slowing? Is the labor market slowing? Is unemployment going up? Our take is this: unemployment is fairly stable, although slightly weak, but we're not seeing crazy unemployment increases at all. So the economy is stable. Remember, if the consumer has a job, the economy will continue to grow. We see solid GDP growth, obviously, this year as we predicted at the beginning of 2025. We look for more volatility in the equity market by the end of the year, but we're still seeing a positive in our viewpoint upside by the end of the year for 2025. Remember, volatility is normal. We're not going to go straight up, and we've had a lot of increase in 2025 in the equity market. I'm glad to say our clients have participated greatly in those returns because, again, we were properly positioned in the areas we felt most important for economic growth. Now, while volatility is normal, and while we could get a 5 or 10% pullback before the end of the year, I firmly believe this year will end in a positive note. I firmly believe 2026 is another opportunity. Remember, you now have tax cuts that are permanent, not only corporate but individual that were passed a few months back. You have deregulation, which is going to help accelerate the U.S. economy and bring more jobs back and manufacturing back to the U.S. Not all manufacturing, but some. And this will take, of course, years and maybe decades. But generally speaking, deregulation, tax cuts that are permanent, not only corporate but individual. Now you have some reduction of interest rates coming down the pike. This will help spur housing, which has been a slightly weak viewpoint the last 18 months. These are all positives for the U.S. economy and the consumer. Remember, cheap energy prices are another factor. So you throw cheap energy prices, gas, electric, that are coming down. You throw interest rates that are coming down. Remember, 85 to 90% of consumers are going to benefit the most from cheap energy prices. This is a positive for the growth of the U.S. economy. While we are positioned mainly in the U.S. marketplace, we're going to continue to be focused on the U.S. marketplace for a variety of reasons. Number one, and ultimately, is the strength of the U.S. consumer, the strength of the U.S. economy, and all the positive things that are happening within the current administration that will help every single consumer, whether you're rich, middle class, or poor. Remember, the vast majority of people in the U.S., 90 to 95%, really have a net worth well under $500,000. Our clients, of course, have much more than that. So all of these great things that this administration is doing is going to help spur growth for the 95% and below. Of course, you'll benefit too, but the more that the bottom and the middle class benefit, the greater the U.S. economy becomes, the stronger we become, and the more resilient. So we are optimistic for the rest of this year, 2025. We're very optimistic for the next 3 years, but remember, expect a pullback of 10 to 15% sometime realistically within the next 12 to 18 months before we have the potential to go to new high ground. 3 steps, 4 steps up, 1 step down, 3, 4 steps up. 1 step down is pretty normal for most of the overall markets. As we are positioned also for interest rates being decreased at the beginning of the year, that is benefiting our bond positions for our more conservative clients. As always, if you're a client of the firm and you have any questions or any concerns, please call the office. Let's schedule a phone review or office review. And as always, we appreciate your business and trust. Without great clients like you, we would not thrive at Resney Wealth Management. And remember to think about us with your family and friends. Our business grows because of great clients like you and the referrals that you provide our firm. Your friends are probably not being treated as well as you are, not only potential returns, but also client communication and service. We want to keep you happy and going on the right track. Have yourself a safe and profitable day.